You ever look at life and think, how the hell did I end up here? You've worked hard for years, but nothing's really changed. And now you see people online saying, just share what you're good at. But what if you don't even know what you're good at anymore? That's where I was. But I've since realised the real skill that changes everything. It isn't talent, it's consistency. I've watched so many videos about making money online, starting a business, hitting that great 10k a month figure. And there's always this recurring theme that keeps coming up. You need to show off what you're good at. Share your knowledge. Be the expert. Start by showcasing your skills. And that's always been my main barrier to entry. Maybe it's yours too. I'd be sitting there thinking, what am I actually good at? What could I possibly share? I'm not good at anything. Or at least that's what I tell myself. Which is a lie, by the way. It's a complete lie that we tell ourselves. Because we are good at things. We just don't see it because we're comparing ourselves to everyone else who seems to have it all figured out. We're comparing ourselves to people who are 5 years ahead of us. We're not comparing where they were, where we are now. So here I am, 10 videos in, 2.5 months into this YouTube channel. And some gurus say the same thing. Lock in for 3 months and your life will change. 3 months. That's all it takes apparently. But then I look at my numbers, which I know you're not supposed to do this early, but the doubts start flooding in. Am I doing the right thing? Am I qualified? Am I doing something wrong? Am I going down the wrong path? Should I just stop? Because I followed the advice and I've watched the YouTube tutorials on how to grow a channel, niching down, providing value. So what's the problem? Is it me? Am I actually good enough for this? These are the questions that start running through my mind. And maybe they're running through yours too. But the thing is, success is like the gym, like exercise. Think about it. When it comes to working out, we already know what we need to do. If you want to lose weight, you know what to do. If you want to build muscle, get that six pack, get hench, you know the formula. Eat the right amount of protein, chicken, vegetables, rice, hit the gym 3 or 4 times a week, be consistent with it. You know all this, we know all this, but knowing what to do and actually doing it are completely different things. Arnie didn't build all that muscle in his first 2 months at the gym. Imagine if some overweight guy came up to you and said, I'm going to lose 10 stone in 2 months. You'd be like, bro, it doesn't work like that. You have to put in the effort. You have to be consistent. Over time, those slow, gradual gains build into something awesome. The hardest part of exercise isn't about knowing what to do. It's putting in those reps. Showing up at the gym at 5 a.m. when it's cold, windy and wet outside, when your bed feels warm and cozy. It's coming home tired from work and instead of ordering a takeaway because you can't be bothered to cook, you actually cook that healthy meal. That's the challenge. Being disciplined, being consistent, staying on the plan. The main thing with exercise, consistency. That's what gets you results. Not the perfect workout plan, not the perfect diet, consistency. Showing up 3 or 4 times a week, being consistent with your diet. And then over time, you gain 1 or 2 pounds of muscle each week. And then after a few months, that 1 or 2 pounds turns into a solid body. And it's the same with success, with YouTube, with any side hustle. I look at this channel and I know what I need to do to build a successful channel. Put in the reps, show up every week, post 1 or 2 times consistently, provide value, help people. Slowly, it compounds. But when no one's watching, when it's just crickets, when you've got 5 subscribers and barely any views, that's when the doubts come in. I just need to add, I'm very grateful for these 5 subscribers and those views, so thank you for being here. If you'd like to join them, feel free to hit the subscribe button because there's plenty more videos like this on the way. But those doubts have crept in. Am I doing the right thing? Am I wasting my time? Am I good enough for these type of videos? But then you go onto YouTube and you see people blowing up after a month, 2 months, and the gurus say 3 months will change your life. But my life feels exactly the same. So you question yourself. But here's the thing, when you don't have the skills, when you're doubting yourself, the main thing is to be consistent. Still show up, keep going, even if it's not perfect, even if you have doubts, even if you're not sure this is the right path. Because a lot of people quit in the early days. A lot of people reach this exact stage and they stop. People with a lot more skill than you, more talent than you, better equipment, more qualifications, they quit. And that's your opportunity. You don't need to be the most skilled. You don't need to have the most talent. You just need to be the most consistent. When you feel unskilled, when you know other people have advantage over you, consistency is the one thing you can control. It's what sets you apart. Look at New Year's resolutions. New year, new me. Everyone floods to the gym in January. By February, empty. Don't be done by February. You don't go viral at the gym. There's no such thing. You just show up consistently. I saw this stat recently that blew my mind. 90% of new podcasters quit before episode 3. Just episode 3. And of the 10% who make it past that, 90% of them don't even make it to episode 21. Think about it for a second. Just by hitting episode 21, you're ahead of most of everyone else who ever started. All those people who quit, who might be cleverer than you, better than you, more qualified, you're beating them simply by being consistent and doing 21 episodes in 21 weeks. So that's your goal. Not views, not subscribers, not going viral. Just get to episode 21. Be a process person, not an outcome person. For my channel, I shouldn't be measuring progress by views or subscribers right now. My goal should be to hit 50 videos as quickly as possible. That's a metric that matters. And after that, I can look at the views and subscribers. But right now, it's all about showing up every week, being as consistent as possible. 50 weeks in a row. That's when you see the difference. That's when consistency compounds. That's when you get that hockey stick growth. It's slow at the beginning, but then it ramps up. Show up every week. Improve by 1% each time. Even if you don't actually try to improve, you'll naturally get better. The more you talk in front of the camera, the better you get. Most learning happens through action, through doing. You pick things up, you get more confident, you have more data. With data comes belief. With belief comes motivation. It all cycles. Everything has a knock-on effect. But if you keep restarting, like trying Instagram for a couple months, then quitting, trying TikTok, then quitting, trying YouTube, then quitting, trying a podcast, and then quitting, you're just going to go around in circles. You're not getting anywhere. It's like being on a boat, and if you go this way in a little direction and you come back and restart, you're still just going to be in the same location. You have to pick a lane and go for it. Keep moving in that direction. Even if you're going slow, as long as you're consistently heading towards your destination, you'll get there. It doesn't matter how slow you go. As long as you keep moving forward, you're going to arrive. So be consistent. Show up every week. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't even have to be good. You just have to show up. Keep going forward towards episode 21. When doubts enter your head, remind yourself of all those people who are going to quit at episode 3, 4, 5. All those people won't make it to 21. But you will. You will. What else is there to do anyway? What's the point in stopping now? If you stop, you go back to the exact same position and you've wasted 2 months. Don't go back to square one. Keep going. Consistency is your superpower. That's what makes you different. That's what's going to make you successful. That's what will get you out of that 9 to 5 and make you independent, make you free. Because whilst everyone else quits, you're going to keep going. And that's how underdogs win. So keep moving. Click on this video here if you're feeling behind in life.